don't have any time for any gossip now. Eh? Yes.
Mouth with no remorse, with not one twinge of shame, of repentance for what they have done. The bellies of the saints will roll as their leaders continue to fall. Scandals will come out, and your sex tape will be floating around on the internet until you will never want to preach again. And God said in another prophecy, this one is printed, that tdjakes is basically going to lose his life at a time when legal battles, God said that this man is going to go down fighting to keep a few shreds of his reputation in place. One of the things that the Lord said in the prophecies that are already printed is that he will go down fighting to suppress evidence. So, you know, when you come to court and they have this fiery evidence against you, and the prosecutor wants to submit that evidence, and the defense team is saying, oh, no, it's prejudicial. No, you can't admit it. They're saying that because they know if that evidence drops in court and a jury of peers sees that stuff, they're going to hand down a guilty verdict in like 27.4 seconds when they send them out to deliberate. God said this man is going to use considerable power, considerable money to suppress info. These kids are going to be the accusers. Who brought Bishop Eddie Long down? Was it some huge conglomerate? It was those little children and the evidence and pictures that they had on their cell phones that toppled that empire. And the same thing is going to happen to the Potter's house. God said that the saints' bellies, people are...
Okay, guys, so I'll be sure to link the video in this video so you guys can go back and watch the full thing. It's about an hour, so I don't want to obviously take her entire video and play it on my channel. So obviously, because I'm talking about tdjakes, I just took bits and pieces of it, because in her video she did not just talk about tdjakes. She talked about a few mega church pastors, and also she spoke about Joyce Myers. So let's break it down, what she stated. I am so glad that I found her. I actually followed her. So you guys go check her out. I like her. And let me just tell you why. The stuff that she's talking about now, this isn't a new video that she just created. If I look at the date of that video, it says a year ago. And I'm going to be honest with YouTube. It says a year ago, and it also could mean that it's over a year ago. So it can be over a year, but because it's not quite 2 years, it'll say still a year. So that video is probably well over a year ago. So what she is stating on her video is basically, she says the information that she has, she apparently is a prophetess, because she's telling us, well, she told us about what's happening now, let's just say a couple of years ago. So she's predicting that it will be a loss of life for tdjakes. And I want to bring this to you guys' attention. She said that he will fight to suppress evidence. Now, yesterday I did a video and I spoke about him basically striking people's channels. That is the fight to suppress evidence. So I was like, oh my God, this girl is good. She said that he will use a considerable amount of power, money and power, to suppress evidence. So he's going to fight to suppress evidence. And she's saying he's going to use a considerable amount of power and money. You guys all know money, money for some reason is the end all be all for a lot of people. Also, they're saying that there is someone that is an adult now, but that some things happened to this adult when he was a young boy, and supposedly his family was paid off. Keep in mind, he will use a considerable amount of power to suppress evidence. Come on, guys, you got to follow me. She states that he will go down fighting. everything she's saying is, I'm feeling it, like I get it, because that is exactly what it's giving, that he is not going to go down without fighting. And she stated he will use his power and his money to accomplish whatever he needs to accomplish so that information is suppressed. I don't know what you guys are thinking at this point, but I am like, this lady is so spot on. So it's amazing when you're able to stumble upon these videos and it kind of connects everything that you thought, but also she has pretty much spoken into the future. Again, this is an old video. This is not a new video. So the fact that she told us that this was going to come, and now that we see this is happening, we call her a prophetess. That is her title, because she's a female. Now, obviously if she was a male, it would be a different title, but her title is a prophetess because she has spoken into the future. So she has told us what is to come with tdjakes. And again, I don't know if you guys are familiar with Bishop Eddie Long. If not, let me give you a quick rundown. Bishop Eddie Long was accused of doing very similar acts. tdjakes and Bishop Eddie Long, they were familiar with each other. I would have to do some more research to tell you that they were friends, but in some research that I did do, I believe that they were friends because it was stated that tdjakes would do his eulogy, and it didn't happen. Someone else ended up doing that. So it's very interesting that we are seeing similar behavior by tdjakes. Again, it's alleged at this point, but it's seeming like it's going to really start to unravel here in the year of 2024, which is right around the corner. Again, she said that he is going to fight to suppress evidence. He's going to use his money, his power, and he's going to go down fighting. But ultimately, what this lady is predicting is that he will not make it. And hey, I'm just here to give you, the information as to what she stated. Obviously, I am not a prophetess. I'm not telling you this from my mouth. Well, I'm telling you it from my mouth, but I'm just giving you guys know, we're just pretty much doing commentary on that video. Now, y'all have to let me know what y'all think about this. It actually gave me the shakes when I was watching her video. I'm like, oh my God, this lady is amazing. So again, I'm going to link it in my description. Guys, go and check her out when you can. I believe the video is about an hour, very close to an hour. Again, she does talk about tdjakes. She talks about Joyce Myers. She talked about Eddie Long. So I want to run it back to the reason that she's talking about Eddie Long. So although Eddie Long has been deceased for some time, although she did this video about a couple years ago, I think it'll show a year ago, but it could very well be close to 2 years. She said that she did the video, but this was information that she had going back to 2014. Now, she spoke about Eddie Long. She spoke about Creflo Dollar. So it's a few people. So go ahead, guys, and check that out. But of course, let me know what y'all think in the comments with regards to the statements that she's saying with regards to loss of life. She said he will fight to suppress evidence. He's going to use his money to suppress evidence. He's going to go down fighting. Y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments. And as always, I will see you guys in the next video.